Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Bullet Motorsports. Right behind me we have a pretty famous truck. This is a 1965 C10 nicknamed Boosted Bertha. I'm sure you want to see it, so here's Boosted Bertha. Extremely clean build. This was featured at SEMA in 2015 and we were able to acquire it from a great consignor. It's painted in mango green, a lot of external modifications, so they widen the bed to match the cab and it looks beautiful. The paint is extremely nice and I want to go into full details on it, but we need to do a walk around. This has a Mass Motorsports 408 with a blower on top, so it's got a Maggie on top. 4L80 transmission from TCI, the list goes on. If you guys want to find out full information on this ride, click on the link below. It's going to have underside shots and the list of all the modifications. The overall condition of Boosted Bertha, I'd rate a 8.5 out of 10. The only reason I'm giving it that rating, there are minor paint imperfections. Otherwise, extremely clean. I want you guys to click on the link below to see all of the underside shots. You can see how they boxed in the frame, all of the suspension components, the AccuAir setup, along with all of the bags in place. So they did this thing, you could basically drive it a couple of inches higher and it looks ridiculous going into car shows. In regards to body condition, all the body gaps are very even, all of your chrome trim is very nice, and it's rolling on a set of Budnick pivot wheels, so you have 22 by 8.5s in the front, and then a deep dish in the rear, so 22 by 12s in the rear. And it really sets off the whole entire design aspect. Roof line is extremely nice, doors open up nicely, and you get to see that beautiful leather interior. And we're gonna break down all of the builder's information in the link below. Bed is extremely cool because it has a tubbed bed, so Slosh Customs made the front section and the rear, and when you open this up you get to see all of the workings of the suspension and the frame itself. The rear is just stunning. My favorite part about this truck is how they welded all of the seams, so all the drip rails on the roof have been filled in and it's just like a solid line. There is no curvature there. The bed has been done as well, so they widened it, and then you can see these massive tubs behind here. Tailgate is extremely clean. I love the white accent, and then all of your bumpers have been tucked in. Another neat feature would be these taillights. These are billet taillights. They were custom made for this. I don't believe they sell these. These were specifically built for Boosted Bertha. I'm gonna open this up right now so you can see all of the beautiful woodwork and all of the metal trim. Let me see if I can reach. And another amazing detail would be the internal Chevrolet logoing. I'm gonna pop the bed up right now so you can see all of the inner workings of the suspension. I like how they have these chromed as well, just all the little details. And look at all of the design aspects inside of the bed too. So they've created all of these boxed in designs just to add additional flair so it's not boring. So look at the rear, you're gonna open up the back hatch. So it's hydraulically controlled. Now this is a cool feature for showing a vehicle at a car show or winning trophies, whatever you prefer. Okay, so in the rear you're gonna have your fuel tank that was painted in the same color as the Chevrolet logo right here. All of your wiring is extremely nice. I love how they have the suspension setup. So this has a Curry rear end. It also has a true track differential and the gear ratio will be listed below. You have a QA1 carbon fiber drive shaft, which is unreal. All of the exhaust has been wrapped and it's stainless, and I love all the fasteners. So you're gonna have to look at the photos to see a lot of these details, or we could show some beautiful shots now. You do have your breaker here, so in case you pop a fuse, you can turn it off. You could turn the truck off basically with this. You also have an additional pivot here in case you wanna bring this up higher. You have P9100 bags, which are perfect for this, and then they have aluminum buckets that have been built for it. All of your brake lines are just unbelievable, and then you have four-wheel SSBC brakes, which are huge and they look really good behind those wheels. Looking at the passenger side, it's the same as the driver's side. Once again, I want you guys to take note of the features. So they've removed all the drip rails. This has been widened so it matches to the bed. Normally it'd be in more. All of the chrome and bright work is extremely nice, and my favorite part would be that the C10 insignia is still original. Front end is unbelievable. All of the chrome is show quality. Bumper has been tucked on the front. You do have brand new buckets here with all of your lights in place. And can you guys see the special touch that this one has? So these are projector headlights with the actual Slosh Tubs insignia inside. That's who fabricated all of these inner tubs so that you can run it like this going down the road. Essentially, you just tap it up a little bit and you can actually roll this thing at speed on the highway and it looks unbelievable. It's kind of crazy to think about. Don't put a license plate on here because you're going to rip it off at this height. Let's start off with the power plant. So this is a Mass Motorsports LS408. It has Mass Black Label LS7 heads, so they're 265 heads. It has an LSX turbo cam, a Magnuson blower, and then a custom intake. So the intake is mimicking the blower and the valve covers. The color combination is unbelievable. I love how the radiator surround has the holes punched out. You have your coolant reservoir right here, and then all of the nuts and bolts throughout are extremely clean. It's a dual shock setup. All of your fasteners have the double fastener setup, so it's just a beautiful design. Front end is very nice. You have your condenser right here, and then your intake right here. The interior is unbelievable in Big Bertha. You have a dark chocolate by Billy Hoover street rods, which is all leather. You have a nice center section which folds down. You have kicker components throughout, so you have a hidden subwoofer. Your amplifier lights up when you turn the ignition on. You have more basket weave style design inside of here. So that's, instead of the diamond stitching, I think this is so much more classy. Top section is extremely nice and perforated with additional bulges of the like the wicker style. You have your vintage air. You have a tilt column steering wheel with the Budnick steering wheel to match the exterior wheels. Your leather wrap is matching the dash, and you have your vintage air additional outlets right here. Clock, Dakota digital gauges with the Big Bertha logoing. Another cool feature would be the hidden compartment right here. You open this up, you have the control for the rear deck lid of your bed, so you can show all the suspension when you get to a car show. You also have your control for the E-level, and it looks like a radar detector is able to be fitted, so it has the Whistler control right here. You have the ability to run USB to your phone here, along with a charging port that's hidden underneath this compartment. Very cool. What do you say we turn the key and take it for a test drive? Before we go for a test drive, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoy this content, please be sure to click like and subscribe below so we can get more Big Berthas on this turntable. Let's take it for a ride. We're taking Boosted Bertha out for a test drive. We're going to take it on Marina Mile so you guys can see it roll down the road. Suspension feels amazing. It's not bouncy. You can adjust it. Right now we have it at, I would say, the ride height for cruising. You can even lower it more if you want to. Easily accessible via this controller right here. You have an amazing stereo, and then you have your air condition controls here, so you can turn your blower on, and then you have your temperature controls. Gauges are all operating as they should. Brakes are very even. Interior is extremely comfortable. It doesn't keep you too straight up. You know, normally for a single cab, you're gonna have that like straight stance feeling. The buckets of the seats just fit perfectly, and it just looks really good too. We're gonna jump on this road right now, get you guys really nice artistic shots. If you have any questions about this ride, give us a call at 954-363-2261. I'm super stoked to be in this because this was a car that I saw in Truckin' Magazine and in SEMA 2015. And it's not your typical SEMA build. This is something that we're driving right now. You can actually see it working. It's a piece of art. We're headed west on Marina Mile right now. Listen to how good that sounds. Oh my gosh. Runs down the road nicely. Speedometer is the only thing that I don't see operating right now. Tachometer is working as it should. Overdrive works. Feels unreal. It's not loose. Steering is tight. I like it. I'm gonna drop it a little bit more. Let's get a little. Lowered it a little bit more. Give it a better stance. Give it a little gas. Woo! A lot of get up and go from that Mass Motorsports motor. Going over some bumps right now. No issues. Just feels really, really good and planted. I can push the brakes. Brakes are even. Woo! I love it. Turn signals work as they should. The sound this motor makes is unbelievable. I don't want to sell it. I want to keep it. All right, let's test her out. God dang. Sounds unreal. If you guys are looking for a true turnkey C10 that is built to the tilts, look no further. Big Bertha is looking for a new home. We're going to take a right here and go over our signature bumps so you can see how the suspension reacts. I'll let you decide if you want to put this in your collection. Right here is where we're going to go over 2 consecutive bumps and then a huge dip, so you guys will see how the suspension reacts. Here comes the first set of bumps. Super smooth, the big dip. Nothing. Perfect driving experience. Thanks for watching this video. If you guys have any questions, give us a call. Link for all the information is below. See you later. I'm out of here.